Now for the second activity, so you've hopefully been pretty successful with the color wheel and you got the hang of, basically the thing that I really want to have you guys learn. And again, hopefully when you take my art class next year, you'll remember the procedure and remember how this works, where you're always adding the lighter color to the darker color and you're always doing it in small amounts. And so we're trying to replicate that by using our friend the synthetic oil brush tool, okay, as we do it, because it's the closest thing that I've found to using real paint. Now for this one, we're just going to get to play around and make your own kind of composition. Now this could be a painting that's abstract, this could be something that's a little bit more representational, and of course zooming into things is your friend, as well as taking the tool and playing with the size there, making it smaller or larger. And you can see you can use a little sidebar there as well. Okay, and especially the strength. Okay, so we're just going to kind of play around. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring my size up quite a bit because I'm going to maybe make kind of like a sky area here. Just kind of remember to sort of lift up and tap to add a little bit more of the pigment. And then maybe I'm going to come in with maybe kind of a nice red. Maybe I'm sort of playing around with kind of a sunset kind of thing in here. Then maybe I'm going to add a little bit of blue. So really, truly challenge yourself. Now I use the blue, so I'm going to bring back the strength of it. Play around with. See how that's dragging over there? That's sort of creating that nice violet. Okay. You feel free to zoom in there and make your tool smaller. And then maybe lessen up the strength a little bit. Okay. And you can also go in, I'm trying to think if I added it. You can find the smudge tool and you can come in here and you can sort of blend and smudge these as well. Okay, I can add kind of a little bit more. And you can play with kind of like little brush strokes, like maybe something like that. Maybe I'll go in and I'll add maybe this different blue over here. But again, stay with the synthetic oil brush, just play around with the size and the strength of the colors. Kind of getting that to there. Okay, maybe I want to go a little more representational. Maybe I want to do some things like a tree or something. I'll just bring the size down, change the color. Maybe I got kind of a green, but I want to sort of maybe do that kind of a green. I could come in. And I can come into a sort of brownish color here. Let's make my size go down even more. Bring my strength up. Kind of having a tap on there. It's kind of a little cartoony, but okay. So maybe I want to have some like mountains in the background. And again, I'm just using the one tool. Now, if you feel like that you are able to use some different tools at this point, you can go ahead and try that's fine. But again, at this point, we're just playing around with, that still makes a little bit of blending going on there. But again, if you really want it with the blending, really reduce the strength. And that's when we, really start seeing the blending happening. You can kind of bring that in, okay? So come up with your own composition. I want to see you use the primary colors, the red, yellow, and the blue. You can also use other colors as well if you want to sort of experiment with things. But make sure that you're coming up with and you're creating at least 12 different colors.